For Dawson Cole, the hallucination began after the explosion on the platform on the day he should have died. In 14 years had he worked on the oil rigs. He thought he'll seen it all. In 1997, he'll watch as the helicopter lost control as it was about to land. It crashed onto the deck, erupting in a blistering fireball, and he received second-degree burns on his back as he attempted a rescue. 13 people, most of them in the helicopter at the time, had died. 4 years later, after a crane on the platform collapsed, a piece of flying metal debris the size of the basketball nearly took off his head. In 2004, he was one of the few workers remaining on the rig when the Hurricane Evan slammed into it. With the winds gusting over 100 miles an hour and waves large enough to make him wonder whether to grab a parachute in case the rig collapsed, but there was other dangers as well. People slipped, parts snapped, and cuts and bruises were a way of life among the crew. Dawson had seen more broken bones than he could count. 2 plagues of food poisoning that sickened the entire crew. And 2 years ago, in 2007, he watched a supply ship start to sink as it pulled away from the rig, only to be rescued at the last minute by the nearby Coast Guard cutter. But the explanation was something different, because there was no oil leaks in this instance. The safety mechanics in there backups prevented a major spill. The story made the national news and large relief of getting within a few days. But for those who were there, including him, and the stuff of the nightmares up until the point that mourning has been routine. Hill had been monitoring the pumping stations when one oil storage tank suddenly exploded. You already keep process what has happened. The impact of the exploded 7 crashed into the neighbor's shed. After that fire, it was everywhere. The entire platform crushed with grease and oil quickly became an inferno that engulfed the whole family. 2 more large explosions rocked the rig even more violently. Dawson remembered dragging a few bodies farther from the fire, but a 4th explosion bigger than others launched him into the air in a second, and he had the big Mary falling towards the water.